While there is an ongoing debate about the impact the oil field industry has on the environment, it is evident that society's dependence on oil and gas isn't going away overnight. Finding ways to mitigate the impacts the industry has on the environment is a challenge that is imperative to continued success for all.
The oil industry as a whole understands it's very important to take care of the environment.
I think the majors are always doing the best they can. They do the right things, and it's just a few bad actors that give the industry a terrible reputation.
We all own land. We all farm. Our families farm, landowners. We've used solar panels. We use wind energy. And so I think that we prioritize that conservation through using those other alternative energies, even in the industry.
In West Texas, abandoned wells have become a heightened concern. These wells are those that have been left unattended and are slowly leaking harmful gases into the soil that taint natural resources. However, new technology has been developed and implemented to address these wells and put an end to the environmental concern they pose.
An orphan well is a well that doesn't have an owner or operator.
You don't know what the casing integrity is, and you don't know what the wellhead is.
Some of them don't even have wellheads on them or not have any casing left in them at all.
So if they don't know that, and given the regulations that the government places on them, if they take those wells over, then it's not in the best interest of those companies to take them over.
We do recognize the problem of orphan wells because we see it every day. We see it on TV. We see it on social media. We know that it's a problem, and we know that we have several solutions for orphan wells. It's fixing problems that present themselves.
Embracing change is necessary for every industry to be successful, both in the technology it utilizes, along with the well-being of its employees. These values remain top priority in plans for future sustainability. The success of any company relies on the success of its employees, and Renegade Wireline Services is dedicated to providing a workplace culture that meets the needs of those employees. This is evident in the company's implementation of the Employee Stock Ownership Program.
So there's a few reasons why it's difficult to retain employees in the industry. Their retention of employees comes from those employees being family.
We started looking at the ESOP as, well, we can just sell the company to the people that made all the money, which is the employees. A lot of the oil field companies don't want to go through the expense and the time to train their own people or to bring them up. At Renegade, we feel it's easier to train than retrain. So we like to find younger personnel, teach them how to drive, teach them how to work. So it kind of goes with the harder you work, the more you make. And that kind of fits our whole business model.
Although the future and status of the oil field market is unpredictable, employees and clients who partner with Renegade Wireline Services are sure of one thing: Renegade prioritizes their well-being and sustainability as much as their own.
We've always wanted to be the best, but the main goal was to build a place that we could finish our careers in and a good place to work.
One of the things that makes Renegade special is family.
We are a large company, but we still keep the small company mentality, and we're able to adapt and grow in different areas as we need to.
They're very safety oriented, and in today's market, in today's industry, and where the industry continues to go, you've got to be safety minded.
I know that I'm going to get best in class service, people, and equipment.
I think we've used technology to separate us from our competition.
Everybody goes in safe and sound and comes out safe and sound.
The future of Renegade I see is very bright. I see us continuing to grow. I think our technology and our know-how really separates us from the rest of the independently owned wireline companies. The value of Renegade is all in its employees and their strive to be better.
They've always done us a good job when we call them to come out and do the work.
Renegade Wireline Services believes future success is dependent on its investments in people and local communities. For more information on careers at Renegade Wireline Services or the services the company provides, please go online to www.renegadewls.com.